What it do, flight crew? FTC. Flight team stand up. It may be, what month is it? It might be March. But yo, bitch got that arch. 4 most disturbing moments caught on live stream footage. Before we get into it, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, all that good shit. Follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Yunggmoo. Link to the original video and all my social medias will be in the description. Let's get right into it.
Of 2022, the authorities in December of 2022, the authorities in Northern Ireland came across a bizarre crime scene where the most likely suspect was somehow in 2 places at once. It all started on the 18th of December when Irish YouTuber VoteSaxon07, whose real identity is 33-year-old Stephen McCullen, live-streamed himself playing GTA Vice City. The stream started at around 6 p.m. and Stephen stayed live for about 6 hours, till midnight. The stream itself was quite unremarkable, with Stephen playing the game mostly in silence, broken by his occasional commentary. Unfortunately, while he was streaming comfortably in his home, his 32-year-old girlfriend, Natalie McNally, was going through something downright horrific. Stephen, however, was completely unaware of this and promptly went to sleep after ending the stream. The next day, he woke up to a barrage of calls and messages regarding Natalie. She was apparently at her parents' house the night before to watch the World Cup finale. The World Cup ended at around 6 p.m. and Natalie went back to her home shortly after, which wasn't too far away. She lived alone in Northern Ireland with her 2 cats and a dog. However, the next day, no one could get through to Natalie. She didn't show up to work and wasn't picking up her phone either. At the time, she was also 15 weeks pregnant with Stephen's child.
Nigga, bro, chat. This is one of my pet peeves, bro. Like, what is 15 months, my nigga? What is that? Why don't you just say a year in like a few months, bro? 15 months?
So when she went silent, her friends and family grew worried, fearing she was facing some health concerns. After learning about her absence and waiting a few hours for a response, Stephen went to her home, which was about 20 minutes away from his home in Lisbon.
What y'all think happened to her? Like, what y'all think happened?
Unfortunately, he was too late. When Stephen arrived at Natalie's home, the door was wide open. Inside, he found her lifeless on the floor. She had been killed.
Detectives from the major investigation team.
But he was getting calls though, right? Like, he was getting calls about her. So who did this?
Have now launched a murder investigation following the death of Natalie McNally in Lurgan. This follows
Natalie McNally.
The results of the post-mortem. The 32-year-old died a violent death, having been stabbed a number of times, and there are signs of defensive injuries.
Post-mortem reports showed that she was killed on the night of December 18th, not long after she came back from her parents' home. However, investigators did not find any evidence.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie, bro. These niggas look guilty, Chad. They look guilty. I'm not gonna lie.
Of a forced entry into her home. This, combined with the fact that Stephen was the one who reported her death to the police, made him the lead suspect in her murder investigation. And he was arrested shortly after.
Which is unfortunate, because like, if let's say he didn't say anything, he would be even more to blame, right? But the fact that he's the one that called the police, that makes him the prime suspect. If he didn't say anything, he would still be like, why didn't you say nothing? But we need the answers, so that's just how I gotta be.
However, this arrest didn't last long, because as the authorities quickly found out, Stephen had a strong alibi. According to the post-mortem report, Natalie was killed during the same time Stephen was live streaming from his home.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy, bro. That's unfortunate.
Investigators looked through Natalie's phone and found the last text Stephen sent to her at 5:57 p.m., which read, "Right, I'm off to stream the night away. Wish me luck." To which Natalie replied, "I might have a peek at your live stream later." This was enough to clear Stephen's name from any wrongdoing, but it left investigators with no clear direction on where to look next.
You know, he kind of looked like Paul Heyman a little bit, you know?
Stephen did give them the name of someone he suspected. However, investigating that person didn't lead to any breakthrough in the case either, and the name of this person was never made public for this reason. Luckily, detectives found CCTV footage a few days later showing a man dressed in dark clothes and white shoes heading towards Natalie's home at 8:52 p.m. And then the same person going back about 40 minutes later. Given his timing, investigators determined that this was the killer. Shockingly, he had the same height and build as Stephen. This put him on the radar once again, but it
Star-Lord?
Also raised a valid question. If Steven was the perpetrator, how could he be in two places at the same time?
Wait. Oh, the stream was pre-recorded, chat. Was the stream pre-recorded? There's no way. There's no way.
Without any other option, the authorities put a £20,000 reward for information regarding the killer and continued investigating.
Is that still legal, chat? Can cops do that? Like, can you put money on someone to get information out of someone? Can you do that?
They also feared that by the time they started this investigation, the killer could have easily fled to any of the neighboring countries. In the meantime, Natalie's case had become national news, resulting in multiple memorials around the country. This put even more pressure on the investigators to find the killer as quickly as possible. They made several arrests and even seized the suspect's car. Investigators also found the weapon the killer used on the 5th of January 2023, which was a knife from her own home. However,
But how do they know that though?
These developments
maybe DNA and shit like that
brought them any closer to identifying the killer. That is until January 31st when they arrested Steven again, but this time with solid evidence. As it turns out, the only thing keeping him out of suspicion, the live stream, was completely fake. The whole thing was pre-recorded and broadcasted.
No way the entire stream was pre-recorded? 6 hours? Bro, he pre-recorded the stream to murder his bro, wow.
Simply looked like
he almost got away with it, yo.
Live stream. After his arrest, investigators went through his computer and found the original recording, which was made on the 14th of December, 4 days before the
But like, how do you even think to do that, chat? Like, if I saw like, okay, he was streaming this day, I wouldn't think like, maybe he pre-recorded that. But if I did see someone that looked exactly like him that same day, unless he got a twin, then I'm looking at him a little suspicious. Like, how you, that's not crazy. Pre-recording a live stream, that's not crazy, you feel me? Like, if this stream was pre-recorded, y'all probably wouldn't even know, you feel me? But that's elaborate, bro. He doing the most. I ain't gonna lie, that's crazy. Let's see if he gets away with it. Apparently not though, because I mean they know it's pre-recorded. So
also found a taxi driver who described picking up someone matching Steven's profile near the murder at 9:30 p.m. and
like, what was the taxi driver just sitting around? How did they get that information? What?
Driver who described 10th of December, 4 days before the incident. They also found a taxi driver who described picking up someone matching Steven's profile near the murder at 9:30 p.m. and then dropping this person near Steven's house. Most importantly,
how did they get that information from the taxi? How did they get that information?
According to the taxi driver, this passenger had forgotten his wallet at home.
Like, what made the taxi driver tell police that though?
So he quickly ran inside his house to get the money. And as expected, he ran into Steven's home. All this evidence left no doubt in the fact that Steven was the one who went to Natalie's home to commit a predetermined crime. In hindsight, there were plenty of suspicious moments during the fake live stream.
Your own girl though? Like, chat, it's never that serious, chat. It's never that serious. Like, no matter what you and your girl going through, like, murder, bro, murder, like, murder, it's not worth it, chat. It's not that serious. Like, that's crazy. And you stream, like, he's a streamer, you make content, you got a whole life ahead of you, bro. But now you're done for it, buddy.
That should have
say goodbye, my nigga.
For starters, the stream was titled The Violent Night Christmas.
He already got 40K. He got 40K, chat. What is he doing this for?
Live gaming stream. At the start of the stream, Steven also claimed that he was having technical issues with the streaming software, which he used as an excuse as to why he wouldn't be able to interact with the live chat.
Wow.
Well, because this streaming software is kind of up the left, it means I can't check the live chat, which is
wow. This nigga is crazy. This nigga is crazy. Nah. He thought of everything. I mean, apparently not, but like, even saying that, like, that's crazy.
a real shame. So, by all means, talk amongst yourselves.
This ensured that no one questioned why he wasn't talking with his viewers, which is essentially the whole point of doing a stream instead of posting a pre-recorded video. At the start of the stream, Steven made sure to repeatedly mention what day it was.
Hello to all on this glorious Sunday evening. Yeah, so I just thought, why not? I'm gonna do a live stream because this day next week is Christmas. So what more could you want for Christmas other than an evening with your old pal Steven?
This was likely an effort to make his alibi stronger and to say, look,
yeah, that's crazy, bro. I've never heard of no shit like this. That's crazy.
Streaming the same night. I even mentioned the day at the beginning. On top of that, many moments in the stream also took on a far more disturbing meaning after the truth came out. Like him singing about killing someone in-game, which can also be interpreted as him cryptically talking about his girlfriend.
I need to kill it. I need to take her down.
There's no girl in sight, Chad. There's no girl in sight, bro. He's talking about his girl. Wow.
I won't pass the mission if I don't get this to die. Tra-la-la.
At another point during the stream, he makes a pun that sounds like Natalie's name and finds it unusually amusing.
Yeah, that's physics. That's what would happen in the real world. Absolutely. Absolutely.
The most creepy moment, however, was about
That wasn't crazy for me. That wasn't crazy, but
halfway through the stream. While he was on break, suddenly the live stream back soon graphic switched with a poster of a James Bond movie called No Time to Die.
all right, Chad. Maybe he just enjoys that song, but I don't know about that.
Steven later claimed that this was an accident. He accidentally dropped his controller on the keypad, which made the strange graphic come up. But since we now know that the live stream was pre-recorded, Steven deliberately included this graphic at this point during the editing, likely alluding to the crime he was going to commit on that day. This theory becomes even more credible once you consider the fact that this movie poster came up at about 9:15 p.m., which we ain't finna do this, bro. This is the same shit they be doing for Kendrick Lamar, bro. We not finna do all this. This killer was not this elaborate, my nigga. This is just pure coincidence, bro. Perfectly aligns with the time he was at Natalie's house committing the brutal crime.
Nigga, no, that was just a coincidence, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
That said, his clever schemes were derailed and he was charged with murder. He was
Mr. McNally was stabbed and beaten to death at her Silverwood Green home in Lurgan, Colorado, Armagh on December 18th last year. McAuliffe, 33 of Woodland Gardens in Lisburn, CO. What am I reading, bro?
also refused bail. And at the time of writing, he's awaiting trial on May 6, 2025. Hopefully, Natalie and her family can get the justice they deserve.
Hold up, wait.
2025.
Hold up, that's soon. Hold up, this year? Whoa. Mr. Justice O'Hara then set the date for the murder trial to commence as Tuesday, May 6, 2025. So if I'm right, I don't know. I think the trial is, when they will determine whether or not he's guilty. So we might gotta tune back into this, bro. That's soon.
Hopefully, Natalie and her family.
I think he's definitely guilty, because otherwise, why would he say his stream is live if it's not live?
Can get the justice they deserve. On April 4th, 2020, Ernest will.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it might be him, bro. Because why would you lie about a live stream? Someone looked exactly like him. It's just too much, bro. It's too much. Too many coincidences.
On Facebook during a house party, without knowing that these were his final moments alive. Ernest was.
Oh, bro, that's crazy.
A 24-year-old warehouse worker living in Baltimore, Maryland. The only passion he had in life was for partying, playing board games, and turning them into drinking games. Unfortunately,
Chad, we gotta do better than this, bro. Read books, Chad. Do something, bro. Do something productive, you feel me?
the 2020 pandemic and the subsequent lockdown closed every public venue he frequented. So he decided to take matters in his own hands and came up with a solid plan. He would rent Airbnbs, host an invite-only party which he referred to as a game night with a fee to cover the expenses, and have a good time with his friends. These parties started off small but quickly grew in numbers as more and more people became aware of them. And on April 3rd, he went onto Facebook to plan another party that weekend, asking, "Should I do game nights again this weekend?" And, "We playing hide and seek at game night tonight?" After receiving enough confirmation.
Hide and seek? Hold up, nah, nigga. Well, how old is he, boy? Hide and seek? Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Someone asked me if I want to play hide and seek at a party, like at a grown adult party. Like, I'm thinking he trying to set someone up, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
He decided to go ahead with the plans and announced a 2-day game night with free entry for girls and a $5 fee for the guys. Not long after this announcement, he also made a post about bringing uninvited people, stating, "Please don't show up with nobody I didn't personally invite if we didn't discuss it first." they're going to get left outside. Maybe he had experienced problems with uninvited guests at past events.
Nah, he know it's going down, that's why.
Or maybe he simply wanted to know the exact number of attendees ahead of time.
Nah, he know it was going down.
But in hindsight, his concern makes a lot more sense. As the night approached, Ernest started the event, and it went just as well as he could have hoped, with everyone dancing and having a good time. That is until 2:30 a.m. when
What is this dance she's hitting? Bro, ew. Oh, nah.
with everyone dancing and having a good time.
What is this dance?
That is until 2:30 a.m. when the group decided to play the hide-and-seek game they discussed.
Y'all know, bro. Y'all should have known what's happening. 2:30 a.m. You playing hide and seek? That's too close to 3 a.m., bro.
Earlier.
And this nigga, it's something we don't know about him, bro. You can already tell. This nigga look like Oscar from Fishtails, Shark Tales.
Ernest took charge as the first seeker and began a countdown at the Airbnb's backyard.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
However, as soon
Why is he recording this though? Like, that's kind of weird.
as he began searching for his friends, he stumbled upon something completely unexpected.
1, 2, 3. Who the f is that, G?
I don't know. I'm in your face.
Get your on the other side of this gate. Who the f? This can't be one of my friends.
Why are you just sitting there? Why is he just sitting there recording this nigga? This dude is efficient. He's getting over that gate, bro. He's not wasting no time. He's on a mission.
He saw someone trying to jump the fence.
No, not try. That nigga he's efficiently getting over that fence, bro. He's making it over that fence.
Break into the property.
He's in.
Now, the correct response would have been to go back inside to safety and
Nah, just run, nigga. Go down the street. Get in the whip. Skirt off. Pull off, bro.
call the cops on this intruder. However, Ernest was already a bit under the influence at the time and made the biggest mistake of his life. He decided to confront the man on his own, and that's when things took a turn.
Bro, like, chat, y'all niggas are not invincible, bro. Like, he should have ran, bro. He should have been gone, bro.
The intruder was armed, and after some
bearded dropout, bro, these bots are getting too much, bro.
back and forth, tragically shot Ernest before fleeing the scene, all of which could be heard on the live stream.
Oh, he was live.
Hey, Pod!
Oh, bro. Oh my gosh, bro. Yo, that would be crazy, bro.
The police arrived at the property.
Nah, like, who is that dude? Why was he there? He must have knew from like Facebook or something.
Property at 2:45 a.m.
But chat, I ain't gonna lie, getting shot like that, that's a fear of mine, getting shot. I ain't gonna lie. That's probably like the only way I would not, like, bro. Sometimes, I ain't gonna lie, chat, I be having like my nightmares. They be weird, bro. I be getting shot a lot in my nightmares. I ain't gonna lie, chat, I'm not gonna lie.
Where they found Ernest lying in a pool
But I would hate to get shot, bro.
of his own blood. According to the few statements that were released to the public, this appeared to be a case of a robbery gone wrong. However, some believe there was more to the story. This is because during Ernest's struggle with the intruder, a girl can be heard laughing in the background.
Yo, why was she laughing? And what were they doing? Like,
As the
because
source
like right here, I mean, we see his face again. He's running. The dude like shoots him while he's running away. But like for a second, they might have got to an altercation. Like they might have been, you know, touching on each other. No diddy. Like trying to fight and shit. And then the girl starts laughing.
where he goes, this girl was an accomplice of the intruder who planned to either rob the place or eliminate Ernest for some reason, with one person on
Wow, bro, you can't trust no one, bro.
YouTube writing, "That girl tried to let someone in the front door, or she knew who tried coming through the door. Once discovering it was locked, she told them to hop the fence as clear as day. I would start with her boyfriend."
Who the fuck, bro? Hold up. Who is this random nigga in his YouTube comment section though? Like, is this a trusted source? Like.
Unfortunately, from what I can find, the police never caught the suspect, and Ernest's case remains open to this day. So, whatever their motive was, I doubt we'll ever know.
Damn, bro, that's scary, bro. Like that shit situation that happened. That's the shit that be happening in my dreams, bro. Like my nightmares.
Especially 5 years later.
I'm scared of shit like that happening.
On September 7th, 2024, a 32-year-old man by the name of Joseph Couch opened fire on vehicles traveling down I-75 near the city of London, Kentucky. He managed to hit 12 cars, injuring 5 people. Fortunately, there were no fatalities. As authorities—
Hold on, child, let me send this message real quick.
rushed to his location, Joseph managed to escape into the wooded area alongside the highway. This left the investigators with no choice but to search the Daniel Boone National Forest, hoping to find the mass shooter. In the meantime, they also began looking into Joseph's past and made some chilling discoveries. He served in the Army Reserve from 2013 to 2019 before receiving an honorable discharge due to him developing PTSD. More importantly, this wasn't his first entanglement with law enforcement. Back in 2015, he was arrested for throwing a rock at a dog and then pointing an AR-15 at its owner. Joseph had to—
What? He was arrested for throwing a rock at another man's dog and then aimed an AR-15 at a nigga. Nah, lock him
pay
up.
$1,000 for bail.
Lock him up. Close the schools. You feel me?
And the case was later dismissed a few months later.
Chat, we can't act like that's normal. This nigga threw rocks at a random person's dog. Why is he free?
However, the same year he was arrested again. This time for supplying a minor with alcohol and vandalizing private property with spray.
Why, bro? Why did we continue to let niggas like this just run free, bro? What type of life do you have to be throwing rocks at dogs and supplying 17-year-old minors with alcohol and spray painting numerous county properties?
This resulted in him having to spend 6 months in jail alongside 200 hours of community service and a $1,500 fine. All of this highlighted just how mentally unstable he was. Something that became even more apparent when investigators factored in the messages he sent to his ex before the shooting. These read, "I'm going to kill a lot of people. Well, at least try. I'll kill myself afterwards." His past record and these—
And that wasn't enough to, you know, like cut that nigga off, like, you know, just turn him into the police maybe. Like he just threatened to kill a lot of people and they kill himself afterwards.
Texts also made it clear that Joseph wouldn't go down without a fight if they managed to find him. Unfortunately, the search for him wasn't progressing as smoothly as they'd hoped.
The search for the suspected highway gunman, Joseph Couch, intensifies as law enforcement has expanded.
Hold up.
State police say they are extending their search deeper into the Daniel Boone National Forest as the manhunt for Couch enters day 7.
Local agencies were forced to close a section of I-75 and shut down schools, fearing Joseph might strike again.
They actually shut down the schools. I was just kidding, chat. I'm sorry.
Eventually, they did manage to find his SUV, which also had numerous cases of ammo for the AR-15 style rifle he used for the shooting. However, this didn't provide any clues about his current whereabouts. In a desperate measure, the authorities put a $35,000 reward for finding Joseph to enlist the help of locals. And that's where
$35,000? Wow.
The McCoy couple entered the picture.
I would have been, hold up, let me get them goggles on. Let me look for this nigga real quick.
Fred McCoy and his wife Sheila operate a museum dedicated to the historic feud between the Hatfield and McCoy families in Kentucky. They also run a small YouTube channel dedicated to this museum called Hatfield McCoy Museum Adventures, where they discuss the various aspects of that feud in greater detail. After hearing about the massive reward, the couple decided to give it a go. They had lived in the area their entire lives and knew the wilderness well.
$35,000. That's a sweet little piece of money.
Oh, me, that's what I'm saying, my nigga. That's what I'm saying.
We're going looking for him.
Shit, I'm riding with y'all niggas. Let me get in the back. What?
We're hoping he finds us, but we're going looking for this Couch guy, Joseph Couch.
They also decided to live stream their adventure.
Like, but Chad, like, who really wakes up? Like, this is some white people shit. Like, who wakes up like, oh man, I'm gonna find me a serial killer today? Like, no, bro.
Adventure through the Kentucky forest on YouTube, likely to have an instant record of whatever they find. They truly believed they could find him, and luck was on their side. Because during one of their live-streamed expeditions, Fred noticed a whole bunch of vultures hovering over the same area, possibly indicating a rotting corpse nearby. The two decided to head towards the vultures. And just 30 minutes later, the McCoys found what they were looking for.
No way, they really found this nigga. They really found this nigga. Bro, you can't make this shit up. They really found this nigga.
You found him? Oh, my Lanta. I'm coming. Oh, my Lanta, you found him?
Why did they really find this nigga? Like, bro, what? Some people in this world, like, they're meant to do some crazy shit. Cause like, where do you even start? Like, how did they find this nigga for real? Like,
oh, my Lanta.
They immediately alerted the authorities, who used DNA testing to confirm the body was indeed Joseph Couch. A later autopsy report also confirmed that he went through with the plan he talked about in his message. After 13 days of searching, the I-75 shooter mystery finally came to a close, ending the manhunt and easing the fear of Joseph still being out there.
yeah, bro. I'm glad he's not on the streets no more, but that's unfortunate. Cause like people like this, bro, it's unfortunate that we live in a world with people like this, bro. Like there's so much more he could have lived for. There's so much of a better impact on the world he could have left. So you gotta choose to not be like this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Why don't you just not condone this type of behavior at all?
On October 28, 2019, a 47-year-old Japanese man named Tetsu Shiohara live streamed himself.
He's not 47, chat. He's not 47, no way.
Climbing Mount Fuji. And what was supposed to be nothing more than a fun stream quickly turned into an avoidable tragedy. You see, Tetsu had been climbing Mount Fuji since 2017 and had already reached the summit many times. However, all of those previous expeditions were during the climbing season.
Chat, I'm not gonna lie, I gotta write that down. We gotta climb Mount Fuji one day, chat.
Which stretches from July to mid-September.
That's another something going in my bucket list.
And while it's not an easy task, it's far safer during these months with maintained trails, milder weather, and resting huts along the way that also sell essential supplies like food and oxygen cans. So when Tetsu decided to climb the mountain in late October, it was already covered in thick, slippery snow. And the conditions were far harsher than he could have imagined, with winds reaching up to 60 miles per hour. All of the resting spots on the mountain were also closed for the off-season. But despite this being his first off-season climb, the unfavorable conditions did not deter Tetsu. He was determined to reach the summit and make it back in a single day. Unfortunately, the stream didn't get off to a good start, as he forgot to bring essentials like thicker socks to keep his feet warm and crampons to prevent his shoes from slipping.
Nah, bro. And when your feet get cold, bro, that'd be the worst feeling. Especially when your toes are frozen. That's the worst feeling, I ain't gonna lie.
ソックスあ、靴下あれ靴下忘れたいや違う違うバス何がちょっと待って
Later, he also commented on how he didn't bring any food with him to avoid making—
Damn, nigga, you been doing this every day. You forgetting, you fucking up, bro. You sure you did this before?
His backpack too heavy.
He ain't bring no food, bring no socks.
But as the climb continued, not having food became the least of his worries, as he quickly realized the snow that day was deeper than he could have imagined. On his way to the top, he passed—
You know, you could always come back another day, right? Like, you don't gotta do it today, you feel me? You could always come back. You could go get your socks, go grab a bite to eat before you do this. Like,
several points where the trail had collapsed due to bad weather.
Hey, man, I would have took that as a sign, Chad. You feel me? Like, hey, you know, maybe today's not the day to be doing this.
2 hours into the hike, his viewers started to notice how dangerous things were getting as well, and began urging him to turn back before reaching the summit.
What did he do?
一般客なのせやねせやねでも山頂まで行けちゃうと思うよこの
However, he ignored all the warning signs and pressed on with the hike, and by sheer willpower actually managed to get close to the summit. Sadly, this is where his luck ran out. While treading through a particularly steep section of the trail—
Yo, they above the clouds, that's fire.
Tetsu slipped and fell down the mountainside.
What you mean?
外埋まってんだけど雪でよし行こうここも危ないねちょっとね斜面滑る
Seconds after slipping, his phone hit a rock and turned off, ending the live stream. His viewers immediately alerted the authorities. However, due to the harsh conditions, it took rescue workers 2 days to locate Tetsu's body. They found it severely dismembered, 2,300 feet below the point where he'd slipped. Now, for most people, this was an open and shut case of an inexperienced and underprepared person misjudging the dangers of Mount Fuji. But I came across some interesting theories regarding the situation. For example, one person stated, "I don't think he wanted to go exactly how/where he did on the mountain, but if you ever saw the live stream, you'd know that he definitely was planning on doing it, probably at the top." The chat was
like, nah, you can't. I mean, begging him to turn back, and he made
constant, likely deliberate references to not being fully equipped. Additionally, he had a very ample and generous amount of time to turn around if it had purely been a mistake, with the last few people he met warning him to not go any further. In other words,
so like this random Redditor, Harmonious J, is saying that he planned to do that. Like, he planned to live stream himself jumping off of Mount Fuji, which, I mean, it could be, but like, what makes you say that? Like, I mean, he could have just really wanted to. He could have believed, like, nah, I mean, I appreciate you guys, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Worrying about me, but you feel me? I got this. I know what I'm doing. I'm a trained professional. And that shit happened. But, you know, it could be, maybe.
Intended to end everything that day. The missing equipment was a deliberate decision, not an oversight. Although there's no evidence to prove this theory. And
right, that's what I'm saying. Like, people just be saying random shit online, just make it so.
We'll never know for sure if this was actually his intention.
But hey, man, there you have it, bro. W video from Chillin' Scares. 4 most disturbing moments caught on live stream footage. Let me know what y'all thought was the most disturbing. Let me know if y'all think the dude at the end intentionally fell off of the mountain, or if it was if he slipped on the snow. Let me know. Follow me on Twitch. We live every Saturday. We are live right now. Shout out everyone in the chat. I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. Shout out everyone, YMG, all y'all niggas from bottom of my heart. I'm gonna see y'all in the next one, gang.
Choppers with a max, 30 round drums, hit you on your fucking death. Make up mama sad, make up mama frown. If you want that beef pussy, then it's going down. We ain't get no fuck, yeah we